Benvenuto! Welcome to Cherry Hill Home Cooking. My name is Mark. We're going to make a really quick, easy salad that always showed up during the spring holidays, Easter, Memorial Day in my house. And I think probably this is kind of like a really, my Italian grandmother would always make it or bring it. And I think it's really kind of like it's a really easy, quick antipasto. All right, but the first thing we're going to start with, I'm going to go over all the ingredients, but we want to make the dressing because that needs to cool a little bit. But anyway, basically, what makes this so easy is we're just using some iceberg lettuce. We got some nice Genoa salami that we're going to slice up, some nice sharp provolone. All right, so, but really, with most salads, it's the dressing that is really the star of the show. So, for this dressing, we're going to need 1/4 cup of olive oil. So this is one of those times when you want to use your good extra virgin olive oil, all right? Because this is going to be flavored. This is what's really going to flavor your salad, right? So I'm going to put it in a jar. Yes, I know this is a dry measuring cup, but because we've done a couple videos in a row, all my stuff is in the dishwasher. All right? Now, so this is kind of like it's a creamy Italian dressing. We need some garlic, all right? I'm going to use my chopper to chop it up. You want to get some nice, really well chopped, some chopped garlic or minced garlic. Okay, because of course nobody's gonna want any big chunks of garlic in there except me. So I'm gonna say probably about, half a teaspoon is enough because it's raw garlic going in there. So probably 1 clove, maybe 2, depending upon how small they are or how much garlic you like. All right, then you need 3 teaspoons of normally, this calls for champagne vinegar. I'm using white wine vinegar. You can really use almost any vinegar you want, but because I didn't have any champagne vinegar, and I couldn't find any. So, we're going to use 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then for this calls for 1.5 teaspoons of granulated sugar, guys. But that makes it even more delicious, right? So we got our sugar. This isn't all going to go in there like I fantasized it would. We've got sugar, got a salt and pepper. Now I use a teaspoon of kosher salt and a teaspoon of pepper. That's going to depend upon, how much to taste you want, I should say. But use at least a teaspoon of dried oregano because you do need that. Hey, I got every granule in there without, no, I guess not. Okay. And then this is a creamy dressing, so we got 2 tablespoons of whatever your favorite mayo is. I measured that out, but we're not going to possibly be able to get it all right. All right, we got our salt, our pepper, our olive oil, vinegar, oregano. The rest of our spices, we are set to go. All right, so put it in whatever vessel you have with a nice tight cap and shake it. Ooh, look at that, it looks beautiful. All right, give it a shake. Now, the reason I wanted to make this first is we really want to let it sit in the refrigerator for about a half hour, an hour or so. All right, guys, once our dressing is nice and cool, we'll come back and we'll finish up our salad. Okay, guys, let's throw together our incredibly easy salad. Like I said in the last segment, we got some iceberg lettuce. I have I've got about a half of head of iceberg lettuce here, maybe a little bit more. This will easily serve 4 people. I've washed it. All right, I've washed it and dried it as good as I could. Now, I had a little piece that as I was taking it apart, there was a big clump of dirt in it. And I thought, ooh, I'm going to show that to them because it's a good reason to show you to wash your lettuce. Even though you might peel off the outside pieces, you got to remember this is growing in the dirt, and there's dirt and little insects and so on and so forth. But when I was cleaning everything up, I threw it away. So you didn't get to see the dirty lettuce. But anyway, you get the gist. All right, so we got ourselves our nice iceberg lettuce. I love iceberg lettuce. A lot of people, I don't know, either discount it or it doesn't give you as much nutrition, I guess, as some of the other leafy greens. But I love iceberg lettuce. You can't beat that. Nice crunch. Okay, so like I said, nothing special about this except the dressing. So here I've got some nice sharp provolone. And there's, just in case anybody that's ever just gone to the deli and said, give me a pound of provolone, there is a difference between sharp provolone and regular provolone. Of course, sharp provolone is just like sharp cheese, sharp cheddar, or whatever the case may be. So I just slice it like that. I'll do the same with the meat. Now, my grandmother would usually have some little peppers, little pickled peppers, or banana peppers. She'd also have some olives. But guess who doesn't like any of those? So we're just gonna sprinkle our cheese on there. Usually, sometimes I'll just kind of put them on the side, but we got so much that we're eating here today that we're going to be tasting. All right, couldn't be easier than that. Throw it on the floor. If your house is like ours, the cat will come get it. Anyway, I won't make you guys see. I don't know if you could hear her jump down, but she went and got it. Don't show my dirty floor. Not that dirty. I didn't sweep today or vacuum. All right, guys, but the best part of the salad is this dressing. All right, and of course, we're not going to dress it until we're about to eat it, but I'm going to smell it. Oh, that smells so good. So this is kind of a creamy Italian dressing. All right, guys, that is it. We're going to plate up all of our different things. We're going to do one tasting for all 3 of our recipes today. That way you can all just go back and forth and watch the videos and get those hours up there. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in a little bit when it's ready for supper. Well, I am so glad it's dinner time because we've cooked 3 things today. And I am starving. We got our just really fast. You don't even know what my grandmother called it. Again, imagine that with some olives and banana, or some kind of semi-hot pickled pepper or something. We got our cheesy potatoes, which is one of my favorites, and also our pineapple casserole, which is again one of my favorites.
Yep,
so,
and all 3 of them should be in the description.
Yep. Yes.
If you want to link to them.
Oh, okay. You're gonna. Oh, awesome. Yep. All right. So I think we should dig into our salad since it's here in front of us and it smells delicious. This simple, easy.
Wow.
Delicious salad.
It is.
That just brings back memories for me.
This homemade dressing is really good.
Yep, that's delicious. It's just, it's a little bit different than just a jarred one. And takes a minute to put together. It's tangy, a little bit sweet, a little bit garlicky. Anyway.
Really good.
I love it. Okay. Then we go on to next. I'll eat my salad while you decide.
Well, it's just a sort of a dessert. Let's start with the potatoes. Yeah.
Well, it's not really dessert.
No?
It's a side dish, but I know it does look like dessert because it's, but yeah, I mean, I guess but especially, let's put something interesting. What do our subscribers, our followers, our friends, what are your Easter traditions or springtime holiday traditions? I was raised Catholic, so of course, after the awful 40 days of not being able to have pork, there was always a baked ham on our Easter table. Sometimes a lot of times other things too, and all of these, but it was always ham. Your religion, you were raised in, didn't really, I mean, they celebrate Easter, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So you guys, did you ever you never did like a big, even before?
Easter dinner or something like that? Not really. No. Not that I remember.
Yeah. So anyway, let us know. All right, let's dig into our cheesy potatoes. Look at how cheesy those are. I'm not sure if I've ever made these for you.
You haven't?
Maybe I've
I
made
will
them.
remember. Yeah. Oh, that is delicious.
That is delicious.
Wow, potatoes melt in your mouth, and the crunchiness of the
And it's so
cornflakes.
cheesy and creamy. Remember I told you when you just taste the cream sauce, I said, now, keep in mind that might be a little salty. And it was, but once you get it all mixed together and it gets absorbed into the potatoes, it all just kind of blends together.
That is excellent.
Always one of my favorites. Again, this travels really well. It's not piping hot, but it's warm. It's warmer than room temperature. So, again, another side dish. Oh, so I was saying because you kind of call that a dessert, because yes, it is indeed sweet. But when you think of it, this goes really good, and especially down south. You would typically have a baked ham as well for Easter dinner, even lamb. So this would go really well with baked ham.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, we figured buttered baked ham, and then this is delicious. So, but it is technically a side dish. One of my faves.
Let's give it a try. Wow.
Isn't that good?
It's surprisingly good.
Now, it's strangely sweet and savory at the same time, too. I think that's because of the crackers and the salt. And
I have to admit, I couldn't picture cheese and pineapple in the same dish.
But somehow,
this is really good.
It goes together, huh?
That's good.
Oh, wow. Now, we don't have, we don't really do, well, we got some protein in our salad as far as meat protein. But, all right. That's all I got to say for the moment.
As I finish up here, these are really 3 great dishes. Hope you guys would try them out.
Please.
Thank you for watching our video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.
Ciao.
Bye.